So do you ever just walk into your establishments and say, I did this, like this is mine? I feel like I would be that extra, like that's me. So turning the lights on and
No,
off, like
no,
I
what I
did
do,
this.
like when I walk in there, I'm definitely thankful every day. No, like it's a blessing. It's definitely a blessing, yeah. So I don't take that for granted. So yes, it is a blessing.
All right, so today we're at Nashville Hot Chicken, located here in Tempe, Arizona, and I'm sitting with the CEO and owner of this establishment. This is Serge. How are you doing today?
Very amazing, thank you. How are you today?
I'm well, thank you. And I'm actually going to just share how I found Serge as, a place that I wanted to interview and highlight, local business owner. So I was looking on Facebook. I'm on there a lot. I'm in, a lot of the groups, and I had come across a post that you had posted. I think you were, sharing your business because you've been open how long?
About almost 2 months, almost 3 months.
Almost 3 months. Okay. And it just caught my eye. It caught my eye right away. It was the colors. They were just very vibrant. And you had a lot of interaction on the post that you had shared.
Which is
There
nice,
was, it was really nice. There was a lot of shares and comments. And so that's what made me, it really attracted me to it. And I said, I have to go in here. I have to try this place. I have to reach out to him.
Thank you for reaching out.
Yeah. So you were just someone, that it caught my eye, just especially the colors. I love, the bright colors.
Thank you.
So we're going to dive right into it. Just kind of have some different topics. And the first one is running the business. Now, these are just kind of my signature questions because I believe that this is what people will want to know. But what inspired you to start this business?
What really inspired me is was my big brother Randy and his wife Rachel, of course, that I known for a very long time, since ASU. They just approached me. They said, since you love chicken so much, and every time you go out, you go to a restaurant, you always order chicken, chicken, and chicken. And I was like, well, yeah, I do love chicken a lot. And for me, it would be nice to get a restaurant one day. He said, guess what? I have a great idea. There's a place in that's about to open a restaurant. There's a place in California that have a Nashville Hot Chicken. How would you feel if you open one out here in Arizona? And I was like, okay, well, how good is it? He's like, man, trust me. Out of all the chicken you taste, you're probably gonna love that one a lot more. Since you love fried chicken on top of that, I think you like that one a lot more. And we talked about it, and that's how we end up here in Arizona. He convinced, yeah, I mean, it took a little while for him to twist my arm, but you know what? But
Get you down
there
here.
you go. Yeah.
So you said you have a Nashville Hot Chicken also in California.
So California is also like one link. That's what they started.
Okay.
And he just told me how good it was. That we need to open one here in Arizona because there's really like no original Nashville Hot Chicken here in Arizona. There's none of them there.
No, I love it. I love the concept. And so I actually have a couple of questions to that. So I got to dive in a little bit. But so you and Randy both went to ASU.
Randy and then Rachel. So we all went
And
there.
also all you went there.
Yeah, all
Okay.
of them.
So it's like a long, now, and you did the professional basketball. You were
So
playing
after
basketball.
ASU, end up playing for the Spurs G League team for about 2 years in Austin. It's called the Austin Toros. Then after that, I played in Mexico, played in Argentina, in Japan, Dubai, Libya, a couple of countries, and end up coming back here.
Well, just a couple countries is nothing, right?
It was
No.
beautiful. It was nice. Yeah.
Just
It
kidding.
was nice. Yeah.
Okay, no, that's just an awesome experience. So, so I have to kind of follow up with that as well. So with you, playing, doing basketball, what has that transition been like for you, to play basketball and then?
Well, one thing I did after basketball, I went straight first to the car business, so I can learn how like just customer service and everything else. Because being a car business can like literally open so many doors for you. Because first you learn how to deal with rejection and everything else. So then when it was time for me to open this business, it's like easy because after going to like so many rejection from like a bunch of places that you're trying to open, it's like easier, yeah. So then that's how you end up here.
Wonderful, because that's actually a really great lead into the next question is what challenges did you face, with opening up your establishment?
It was not, yeah, of course it's not easy because you had to find the right spot, the right location. Even there's some of the location that we found, yeah, it was tough. But you know what? Thankfully to like my big brother Randy, I had him like scout so many locations, like every day. He looked at this for like 5 to 6 locations. and some of them was good, some of them just like awful. And for us to find the perfect location, I mean, this one I feel like this is a really good location just because you have so much parking spot.
Yes.
So and a lot of space on the inside. So that's kind of one thing.
Okay. No, that's really good to think of that too, especially the parking because it's big, especially in an area like Tempe, where obviously, the ASU, the college, and people having to pay for parking. So, and I know for me, once I, received the location and everything, it was the first thing that popped in my mind. I'm like, how's the parking? Like, I got to pay for it or so.
Yeah, because that's one of the things that we almost open on mail.
Oh.
But you're also thinking about, okay, if you open on mail, yes, it's like right there on the heart of the city, but then how are the customers gonna feel like for it to just to come and eat here or to bring the whole family, they have to pay for parking. So it's kind of like, why? So that's the reason why we're here.
All right. So one of the biggest challenges for you, you opening your establishment was finding the parking or just finding the right location. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's why we also want to be in Tempe. The reason why we want to be in Tempe is because I played basketball at ASU, of course, and I want to give back to the city.
Okay.
Even though, yes, like there's probably like more clientele in the West Valley or North, but I just want to stay here because I know so many people are here, and it's just right for me.
I like that. And that's right. The feeling has to be right. It's just the place for you. So
Thankfully, we get a lot of ASU people come to. I mean, everybody's welcome from UAV, all of it, but hey,
has its
ASU.
perks, right?
ASU, that's why.
I love it. All right. So I have another question, actually, because I know you said that, Randy is your brother, your partner. I think that's important too with when you're working with someone additional in the business. How do you keep that alignment, that communication going, because sometimes people can have different personalities. And so how do you make that work running a business together?
It's easy. Me, I'm a very like easygoing, first of all, and I have like respect for all my elders. Randy's a little bit older than me, so of course I have a lot of respect for him. So normally he's been to like restaurant industry for a long time. So then whatever he says, I have to listen to him because he knows what's best.
Okay.
Then I put my little input, whatever I feel like we should be adding to the spice, but most of the time, he has a better idea of that.
Okay, I like that. So, all right, like that's awesome too.
Yeah, respect is
especially.
very important. Yeah, so like he respect me, I respect him. I mean, all the family respect each other, so that's a plus.
Makes sense, and that's really great that he has like that experience, that restaurant experience, so he can help. So. All right. So we're going to get a little bit on to getting to know you. All right. So what would you say is the most rewarding part about being a business owner?
Well, it's beautiful. It's very nice. I don't know. It's just like so exciting. I can't even find the word to explain it, but it's exciting. It's not easy, but it's beautiful.
What about it is exciting?
Excited about that? Just seeing like customer, like people that you haven't seen in a long time, and then finding out that you own the restaurant or you own a business, they want to be part of it. They want to make sure they support you, and just reconnecting with like people from the past, and it's nice. Like when I used to play at ASU, for example, just couple like fans that are just walking, man, Serge, man, I don't think you understand how this thing meant to me. Just the fact that you own the restaurant, I'm part of it, just to come and help you. Just make sure you succeed, and it's nice.
Okay, that's awesome, especially having that support behind you. And
yes.
So do you ever just walk into your establishments and say, I did this, like this is mine? I feel like I would be that extra, like that's me. So turning the lights on and off, like
no,
I did this.
Like when I walk in there, I'm definitely thankful every day. Like it's a blessing. It's definitely a blessing, yeah. So I don't take that for granted. So yes, it is a blessing.
I love it. All right. Thank you. So, and this might kind of go along with what we were talking about a little bit earlier, but what are some personal qualities from your basketball career do you believe have helped you succeed in business?
Oh, that was easy. It's just because, first of all, you have to be, how you call that? Your timing and the hard work. Because, like, I practice, like, playing basketball, for example, like, you used to wake up at, like, 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay. And after 5 o'clock in the morning, we do some running. After finish running, you go to the class around 7:30. After 7:30, you got to go to study hall. And after study hall, you got to go back to, like, lifting again. And it's just, like, more discipline. Okay. So then that discipline helped me transition from basketball to the restaurant, man. like pretty much everything you do in life, you gotta be disciplined.
Right.
So yeah,
I agree. So are you a person that's like organized, would you say, or run by
organized.
structure?
Probably no, okay, not that structure, but yes. But when I'm supposed to do something, I'll make sure I do it. If I give my word to someone, I'll make sure I do it.
That's important.
Yes.
That's a really big one. So how long would you say that, from your concept idea that it take you to actually, have the establishment up and running?
Up and running. It took us a bit of a while just because we want to make sure we do it right. You can get it done like some people try to do it like quick. Just get no. We want to make sure everything is like perfectly done. Like the food, the location, the place, the safety, and all the stuff. So so it would take a while. Like something can take up to a year before you open. Something can take you like 6 months.
So you gotta have patience.
So you gotta be patient. Yeah. Be very patient. Yeah.
So, and as follow up back to another question, sorry, because this had crossed my mind. But Nashville, like I'm very curious, like where did Nashville come from? I have to know.
Yeah, like of course, like originally from from Nashville. That's what kind of separate the real original Nashville from all the chicken spot out here. Even though they would say Nashville, but they're not really from Nashville chicken. Yeah,
Gotcha.
and also Nashville, the spice, it's not like that spicy. It's not. I mean, when I say the way we make the food is more very like enjoyable.
Okay.
We don't want like overpower the spice or the heat and all the stuff. No, uncomfortable. No. Like the taste, it's amazing. Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't like spicy. So
Yeah, you're right. Like you don't like I don't too spicy. My head start boiling. Like literally, you just like me start sweating all over. So that's why. That's why I like the Nashville chicken better. Yeah.
okay, I like that. Yeah, see, and I think it is all about the spice because I think you can. For me personally, I know some people like I know my the teen, he loves hot. Like, and I said, why do you want to eat so uncomfortable like that? Like, I don't want to sweat.
Yep.
Like, I want to enjoy my food. So something with a little kick to it, I can eat it.
Yes.
So
that's kind of what we do. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Like it's very enjoyable.
I love it. So that's another question I was going to ask. Thank you. You're leading me to all these like follow questions. But with the chicken, what makes you stand out or stand apart from other restaurants that are similar?
Exactly what I was saying. Like that's a good question. Like that. No, that spice is amazing.
Spiked.
Yeah. You got that pink sauce, which is like the house sauce, originally from the manufacturer. Yeah. So the pink sauce is it's nice.
Okay.
Yeah, that pink sauce, and of course the dip that we use, all the spice, and we got so many flavors.
How did you how did you narrow it down to the flavors where you're like, this is it?
Pretty much the people from California, when they had that started the whole branch, they told us, hey, what would you guys pick out of all those ones? So we picked the one that was a lot more nice and enjoyable. Yeah.
It's just like so many things behind the business that you have to do, and I like that. So, and I feel like it would be, a really big accomplishment to know like you really had your hand in the different spices, and this is a chicken that's right. So
yeah, so that's why like Randy had to like educate me on all those because I had 1,000 questions. So I was like, hey, if you want to do this, okay, what is this one's gonna be? What is this gonna be? What is that? He was like, no, trust me.
So Randy approved.
Yeah. He's like, trust me, I know you for a long time. I think you'll like it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm also going to just kind of touch on the inspiring and aspiring of the entrepreneurs out there that possibly, want to open up a restaurant or something similar. So can you share a mistake or failure you've experienced, and what did you learn from it?
Mistake? I won't say really like a lot of mistakes because in life you always gotta think positive no matter what. Doesn't matter how low you get. Of course you're gonna find there'll be a lot of barriers. Like, but then one thing you can do, just stay focused, stay positive. That's one thing I would say. You gotta stay positive because your mind is if your mind is not positive, you won't go anywhere. Like, don't let anybody around you try like tell you that what, see, you failed the first time, you failed the second time, failed the third time. No. Hey, you say thank you to them, but you know what? I got my eyes on the prize, I'm gonna keep going. And that's all.
So another question that I have for you, I know I'm full of questions today. This is the interview, right?
I'm ready for all the questions.
Yeah. So as you're going through your process of wanting to open the establishment, did you have a mentor? Like, how did you find your way through the steps and what you needed to do to open your business?
So I would say, since I know, like I always say, like Randy's a little bit older than me, couple years older, and he's been to restaurant business for a long time. His family used to do that a long time ago. So him and I, we talk a lot about all the stuff, and not only that, of course, I got my wife that I talk to, and then my mom, we talk about all the stuff because she's good at all that, and my father in New Mexico. So I have like a host family in New Mexico, Brandon Cox. He guided me to like all the stuff that I need to do as well, and just to make sure I'm on top of my game.
I like
But for the restaurant, I would say mostly like Randy. He's the one that gave me also advice on that. Yeah.
So how often, I guess, like, are you, I guess I shouldn't say how often. How is it like, well, I guess you can answer that. How often are you here?
Yeah, I try to come as much as I can. Randy's here most of the time, but I try to come as much as I can because, since I know so many people, and that's one thing I need to realize. Like, there's sometimes like you think you know a lot of people, but you don't realize how many people you actually know until you see them walk into the door and be like, oh, hi, Serge. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I try to come as much as I can because I do both. I work at a dealership as well. Once in a while, I did Peoria Nissan, so I do sales there. I've been there for a while. So I pretty much do both, yeah. But Sunday, I'm always there Sunday, yeah.
Another thing I think that is important is, I think we were kind of talking earlier where you have the employees. So how do you and Randy, keep the employees motivated? Because it seems like it can get nice and busy here.
Yeah, you just like keep them happy, just talk to them, like treat them like family. That's the most thing. Like family is big for me. So I just like for Randy as well, treat them like family, just make sure they know they're on top of the game. At the beginning, of course, back to the question you asked me earlier about the failure, how sometimes the employee don't get it right away. But then you gotta make sure that keep pushing them. Hey, listen, I know you understand it's your first couple of days, but hey, you're gonna get that.
Yeah.
So you just gotta keep talking to them, that's all.
That's right. I like that.
And showing them, yeah.
Support is everything.
You gotta support them and just treat them like family.
Exactly. I believe that too. I think I was having a conversation with a friend or something. I can't remember what we were exactly talking about, but I remember saying, if you treat people the way you want to be treated, if you treat them with respect, no matter, what job duties they have, it makes it more rewarding for them, and then they want to work harder. And so I think that's very important no matter what the role is.
Yeah. It's all psychology, yeah. So you're right.
Yes.
That's what I think.
I have a fun one. I have a fun one for you. So I was going to ask, what is your favorite dish on the menu?
Favorite dish on the chicken would be the Nashville hot fries.
The hot fries.
Hot fries. That one is when I say it's bombastic. Well, of course, I like the sandwich though. But the hot fries, oh my gosh.
Why do you like the hot fries?
Just the way it's set up, because one thing you do, put the hot fries, put the coleslaw, sometimes the pickle on the side, and the chicken, the pink sauce. Oh yeah, it's good.
It's good? Okay.
Like my kid, my wife, they all like that. That's one of their favorite as well. Yeah.
Now, did you say coleslaw?
Yeah, put a bit of coleslaw on top of it.
I don't like coleslaw.
Yeah, so
I don't know what it is.
You don't have to put coleslaw. You can just sub that with like a bunch of stuff. You can add some mac and cheese. You can add whatever you want. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you got me a mac and cheese.
So mac and cheese. Instead of put the coleslaw, put the mac and cheese on top. I tried that before. So fries, mac and cheese, and then put the chicken on top and all the sauce, the things out.
Oh, that sounds delicious. My son would love this. So, yeah, my sister, she'd probably get me right now. She's watching this because she loves coleslaw, and we go back and forth about that.
Oh, and then for her, the coleslaw, she can have the coleslaw. Yeah, just come in, I got you. Yeah.
He got you. You can get the coleslaw. I was looking up the menu, and I was like, okay, I want to try the, I think it was the mac and cheese bites.
Right, yeah, mac and cheese bites. Yeah.
I would want to try those.
We got those. We got the jalapeno poppers. Very good as well.
Okay. Now, does everything have a kick to it? Like, is that the...
Well, the mac and cheese, of course, all that's going to be regular taste, good seasoning as well. Everything for the kicks will have to be the chicken or the shrimp and all that, yeah.
All right. So, with opening an establishment, it being a restaurant and, you bring in your ideas, how did you actually launch the business?
Launch the business because it was a lot easier. Because since I said, there's a first location in California, that's what they did the franchise, so they help us like before all the setup and some of the mini setup. We had to do the rest of them, and of course, you can reach out to like social media, to Facebook, to Instagram, or to Twitter, all this place. And that's pretty much that. You gotta put it out there, and people are gonna see it. And of course, when you know a lot of people, that helps a lot because once you put that out there, they like go and send all the invitation to all the friends and all that, and that's kind of how it is. Yeah.
So do you utilize social media a lot when marketing your business? And
Yeah, that's one of the things. That's the only way, and also we can bring in some influencer, like some people that love food, and all that. Yeah.
so when I think of restaurants and food, when you decided, when you were saying like, yes, these are the dishes that I want, do you have, a friends and family night where everyone tries your dishes? Like, how do you know that that's the dish that you want to serve and that you're confident serving to the customers?
Well, because I pretty much tried all of them, and it was good. And from my background, of course, like in Cameroon, where I grew up at, the spice is very important.
Okay.
Like you gotta make sure that the food that tastes good. If you don't taste good, like literally they'll be like, "Hey, I'm sorry, man, I can't eat this thing yet," and it's okay. Like and back home, it's okay to tell to someone that, "Hey, I'm sorry, I don't like the spice. I want something more flavorful," and so that's one reason why when we looked at we taste the food every day and all that, that's the reason why we're here.
Okay. What was that moment for you when you were saying, okay, this is it. I'm ready. I'm confident. I'm ready to open. Like, at what moment was that, for you? How was that?
I would say pretty much when I tasted it, because at first, Randy was telling me about it, but when I actually tasted it, I was like, wow, I think I definitely want to do it. This is it. Yeah.
Okay.
And I tried a lot of like hot chicken spot in Arizona. Yes, some of them are good, but yeah, that one's good. This is good.
So is that also like part of putting your business together? Like, which I guess like doing your research, would you go in and say, trying other chicken spots and seeing what makes sure it's different?
Yeah, because before like thinking about opening, I used to always like going and just try like I just try different foods. Even though of course I got some good food at home, but I always like to go and try some different food just for fun. And then when the time came, I was oh, this what my chicken this chicken tastes way better than the one that I tried over there. So why not?
Okay.
And I mean it's not just like me, but even like the customer, some of the customers tell me the same. So
All right.
and that's the question.
So with this also being, your restaurant customers, right? So everything you do is going to be centered around customers. So if you have an unhappy customer, how do you deal with, negative feedback or negative review?
Well, you can be mad about that. Like, you can't please everybody. So you gotta do, but some people always gonna find something wrong, or not just like the customer, also the competition. What they do sometimes, they might send someone just to make sure they find out why is that chicken booming, and why is that chicken better than my chicken. So yeah, find someone to always like bring your spot down. But hey, all you can think about is just keep looking forward and make sure that customer is happy. Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's all about the customer. Like you can do anything about that. So you gotta do your best to please them as much as you can, to your best ability. But if it doesn't work out, you can't do much about that. Yeah.
Right.
You can offer them like 10 sandwiches, but hey, if they're not happy, what are you gonna do about that? Yeah. So all you can think about, just stay positive, think about pleasing whoever actually appreciate your food.
When you're putting the business together, there's other chicken spots. As far as pricing, because I know someone's trying to open up a restaurant, how do you narrow it down to say, I'm confident with these prices? Do you compare them to, other places? Like, how do you set that?
So the franchise people that opened, that started everything, they kind of give us some of the pricing, and we looked at it and see how far it's gonna be. So if you feel like it's too high, then we're not gonna do it. So we like to make sure you stay where it's affordable for everybody. And our chicken portions, they're big enough to where when you spend that kind of money, you can feel comfortable.
So you feel like the quantity, the quality, and everything of the food works for the price.
Mhm.
Okay, that's awesome. So you get nice and full. So I like to be nice and full. If I'm paying that, I want to be nice and full now.
Yeah.
So the franchise. So that's another question, because I see that a lot, just even when I'm just researching and I see franchises. How has that been for you, just to kind of work through a franchise?
No, it's good because I know the people that actually did the franchise, the one that started. So I actually got to talk to them and feel like we knew it's pretty much the same people. So we got to talk to them as well. But I was mostly more like Randy, because he's the one that brought me into it. So then, and then the franchise, like, yeah, the franchise is the franchise, but they cool people. They're amazing. They communicate, like, I can pick up my phone, call them, and I do answer right away. So, because we have that kind of relationship.
That's really great. I think that really matters too, is having a good relationship.
I can let them know, I don't like this one, we don't like this one, or Randy say I don't like this, and I say I don't like this, then they're gonna see how they can change that.
So is there any advice that you can give to, an inspiring or aspiring entrepreneur who may want to open up a restaurant or if they want to go through a franchise?
Yeah, just don't make sure they respect you and make sure you respect them. Just to show like you just gotta be like a mutual respect. Sometimes some franchise just think that they can look other people down just because they be like, oh well, it's just one the person that wants to open and make us money. No. You gotta make sure they have that kind of respect on it because the respect is very important. And once you go there, it's not gonna be easy. But you gotta keep on talking, finding ways because they might not agree with whatever you agree on. But at the end of the day, it's for the better.
Yeah. Now I know that you are busy between, running the businesses and then the dealerships. How do you find time for yourself? Like, where's the balance? What do you enjoy doing?
Trust me, I definitely find time for myself. Yeah, I love hanging out with my kids, little ones. So 5, of course, 3, 6, and 8, and my oldest one. I'm always on the Air Force right now, and then my oldest one, she's overseas playing volleyball, 23. So I do find time always just to go on vacation, traveling, and we love to go to Mexico. Or we love to go, I don't know, wherever the kids like. Normally, I'm at the moment in my life where the kids come first, and then for me, I like it. That's what brings me excitement.
Yeah, joys of parenthood. So.
So yeah, that is beautiful. And like I said, and back to your question, you said, what can I tell to new entrepreneur? Just don't give up. Just gotta think positive. That's all. And make sure you put God first, because having God first will help you a lot.
Yeah, I like that. And I like that too, just trying to stay positive, because I think that's a hard one for most people is
Like,
staying positive.
doesn't matter how it is, just know that everything's always gonna be okay.
Yep.
That's one thing that I learned, and since then it helped me a lot. Like, it doesn't matter how bad it is. Hey, just think positive.
Think positive. So, and I know that I'm a person who thinks positive too. And I think that when you try to think positive, it's not always easy, but when you try to think positive, eventually you push through. Like
Yes.
eventually you'll get to where it is you're trying to get to. Get done what you're trying to get done. But
Always,
it's the how do I stay positive part. So
Yeah, you're right about that.
So, all right. I appreciate you having, taking the time to let me have this interview with you today and welcoming us into your establishment. So if you are in the area of Phoenix, Arizona, make sure that you check out Nashville Hot Chicken, located here in Tempe, Arizona.
Off Southern and McClintock.
Off Southern and McClintock. There you go.
Thank you guys, and I appreciate you guys. Let's go, Sun Devil.
Thank you. And we'll see you in the next one.